are the Muses,
goddesses of the arts,
and proclaimers of heroes,
and pirates,
and villains,
and allies,
and eels,
and aliens,
and princesses,
and inventors.
Oh, man. And there's a lot of these glimmers out
honestly.
here.
Hello, and welcome to the Lorcana Muses podcast. I'm Brittany.
And Kimber.
I'm Stephanie.
And we are super pumped for this episode because we have almost all of our cards revealed as of the recording of this episode on Tuesday afternoon in Arizona.
All but two, baby.
All but two. So we have
be like meta breakers and
have nothing else to talk about.
Because there haven't already been meta breakers in this set.
Yeah, no, we have so much to talk about. We've had to severely limit ourselves on which cards we're talking about this episode. But we have lots of things to think about and talk about. We have some exciting events coming up to talk about as well.
I first would like to talk about last weekend.
Okay.
Because I placed third at League on Saturday with a total of 14 people.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited and proud of myself. So,
yay!
Pat on the back. And I went back to my OG Princess Tale song. At first, I had asked everybody, hey, I don't know if I wasn't even planning on going. So I went Friday. It didn't go well. We don't talk about it. It's fine. Saturday, I was hanging out with my girls and then decided last minute, I need to get out of the house. So I'm going to go to League. Can somebody just bring me a deck to try? And our friend did. She brought me was it Amber? No, it was Emerald Sapphire, a aggro deck.
Mm-hmm.
But last minute, I was like, you know what? Before everything changes, I'm just gonna try Steel Song. I haven't tried the new additions yet. With I added 2 Docs and 4 Lawrences to Princess Steel Song.
Okay.
So I now call it Smee. I'm sorry, Doc and Lawrence Royal Security. And anyways, I ended up placing third with it, which was super cool. Now, is it because everybody brought Jank? Who knows?
You don't ask questions like that. No, you got third. That's
the highest I've ever gotten in League so far. So thank you. I'm very proud of myself too. It felt good. I can see how Doc and Smee played very well off each other. The very last round I played Daryl and he almost got me. He got me the first game, almost got me the second game, and then I was just top deck Doc, and then play Doc and no hand, and top deck another Doc and do it again, and then Lawrence. It was so fun.
There's a special joy in top decking a Doc and then playing him, and then
absolutely
your hands I discarded nothing. Thanks for being here.
I know. No, it was so fun. Friday was a lot of fun. I know you guys weren't there on Friday, so you were missed. But Friday was also a lot of fun. There were more new people coming. I feel like every week now we've had new people show up to League.
Yeah. I wish I could have been there. I was home with strep child.
Yeah.
I was so tired because I had just taken my students to science camp and I was in no form to play Lorcana. I was asleep by the time League had begun.
You showed up on Saturday, though.
I did show up on Saturday, and I brought Jake, and it was fun.
You did fourth, though.
I did. I brought Jake, and I got fourth. So I'm kind of proud of how well I did
with your Jank. Yeah.
I think that just goes to show, I think I'm pretty good at building decks, and so even with a Jank deck, I did a pretty good job at building a deck.
Absolutely.
And bodyguards are always great. So I think that helps. So I actually made my own theme night, as I made my deck. I was okay, I limited myself to 2 colors, obviously, because that's just general League rules. And then I was okay, 2 colors, 2 franchises. That's it. So that's what I did. So I did Mickey and Friends, tried to stick to mostly Musketeers. I did put some shift targets that were not Musketeers in there. And then I did Rapunzel. So, and then I think, because I wanted to put Maximus in.
That's fun.
So I had Maximus and Rapunzel, and then, I didn't have much. Oh, I put in Rapunzel's tower.
Oh, okay.
So, I didn't have a lot from Rapunzel. I was really trying to stick to mostly Mickey and Friends Musketeers. So it was
fun.
It was really fun. It was a fun deck to build and play.
And get fourth with.
And get fourth with, yes.
So very exciting last weekend. This weekend we have regular league night on Friday. Saturday's our special Valentine's Day 2 versus 2 theme night. So I am starting to build my decks for those and my partner's deck for those. And I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Poor Alex is like, now I can go. Do you want to be my partner? I'm like, loser. I already got one.
I got a date, babe.
Yep. So no, I think he and our friend Nate were going to form an alliance together. So
That's fun. Yeah, I
love that.
Yeah. Kimber and I need to get on that because neither one of us has that planned out yet. So
I'm excited. It'll be a fun night.
Yeah.
And then we're just 3 short weeks away from Archazia's Island.
Which
it's so long far away, but it's also so close as well.
That's what I was like. I was looking at my calendar and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's still like 3 weeks away as of last Friday, but it feels so close too.
Well, especially since like we're in the middle of reveals, so like it's.
Are we in the middle though, or kind of at the end?
We're right at the end, except for the Enchanted. So I just think like now we're just all at.
I really hope those
Bill Proxies time
blow us out of the water. I want them to be colorful and fun.
If we have dual inks as one of the main features of this set, and they're not using lots of color ink,
you're gonna be upset.
I will have strong feelings.
No, and that's, I mean, I loved the enchantments from set 6. And but no, I do think we need to go back to some colorful ones, especially since it's a colorful set.
Yeah, I mean, Archazia's Island in general has been so beautiful with the art. I think the artists for this set have really kicked it out of the park. Hit it out of the park, whatever. Sports analogy. It's so beautiful. Some of those cards are excellent. So getting into those cards, I know we can't talk about all 202 that we know of right now. Otherwise, you'll be here for 3 hours with us, and maybe you want that, maybe you don't. But we are going to talk about some of our favorites. So, Brittany, would you like to kick us off?
Yeah. So let's like kind of go one each and then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
So one that got revealed today that I was just super excited about. I don't know, quote unquote, playability or anything like that. I just love him because I love Goofy and I play with as many Goofy cards as I can. So the Goofy Extreme Athlete, he is a 7-cost inkable, 7 strength, 6 willpower, evasive. Whenever this character challenges another character, your other characters get +1 lore this turn. And I am
the art.
It's so good.
I love his little hat flying.
His hat is flying off. He's like jumping on those pedestals that we've seen from some of the other art from Archazia's Island. And I just can't get over it. If you know anything about me, I'm not a fan of birds. So the fact that he is like making this face at a bird in this picture, like just speaks to my heart. And you can hear their laughter because they know they know that this is something that truly triggers me is birds. And so like this, I feel Goofy in my heart. Okay.
This week I thought of you with your bird hatred. A small tangent because we were learning about the desert region of Arizona in 3rd grade. And it was like, oh, there's like 60 different kinds of mammals and 100 different kinds of reptiles and 600 different kinds of birds. And I was like, oh no.
Sounds like a party to me. That's a party.
Yeah, no. Not a fan of birds. Never have been, never will be. But I am a fan of Goofy. So the Goofy Extreme Athlete in Ruby.
Who's the artist on that? Because the art is amazing.
Teresita Q and SCG.
Ooh.
So I don't recall if they've done other cards before, but
okay.
I don't recognize the artist name, so it's not someone that has done a lot of cards for them beforehand. These haven't been put in the database yet, so I obviously can't search by artist to check.
Yeah, no, but it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. I really love the coloring in the background too. Very reminiscent of some of the older style Goofy, which is
the shorts were my favorite. His instructional videos.
Yes. So and the outfit is also reminiscent of that. So I love me some Goofy nostalgia, and that's what my first choice was. Goofy extreme athlete.
I love it.
What about you?
So, as everyone who has played Lorcana against me knows, I am an absolute item girly.
What?
No.
And I've been trying to make a Queen Oswald Sapphire, probably Ruby deck work for a hot minute. And the one costs action Water Has Memory. When you look at the top 4 cards of a chosen player's deck, put one on top and the rest on the bottom in any order. That sounds like a great thing that you could play before inking. And then Oswald, wow, that's crazy. He got a lucky dime, you guys. How did that happen? Or the Queen. Oh, I exerted her. That's so funny. I got exactly what I wanted. How does this keep happening?
Oh, enter Kimber's villain era.
You act like she wasn't already there.
I play Sapphire Ruby.
That's fair. That's fair.
I be prepared my own child this week.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Her. Like, she was
but did she deserve it?
Oh, she was definitely giving the sass.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. Out of amoxicillin from the strep, I turned the sass up like 4 volume levels, and I'm not.
What is it about kids and getting sick? And then the attitude sass. I'm like, what is happening?
I made you from scratch for starters, and then I've nursed you back to health.
Right?
And now you're just using that strength to throat punch me. Thanks.
Kids gotta love them.
Velocity. So. That's my Sapphire action I'm excited for.
I have a fun card that has all the flavor text because I love me some lore, and anything that points to hating a villain or the next big villain is like my cup of tea. So I have Pain. He's an amethyst, 1-drop inkable. I mean, he's just a vanilla card. He's 1/3, quest for 1, but. And this is his translation because it was released in Dutch, I believe. He says, wasn't there something we were supposed to take care of for the boss? Was it about testing those arrows? And then he's got an arrow that's like all magic-y and he's ready to shoot it. So I'm very curious. Also, I want to know where he's at because he's got like the owl statues in the background.
So like, is he on the island?
Yeah.
In or...
I don't know. And what are the arrows that Hades is trying to get? And what will they do?
Ooh.
I know. Listen,
no.
I might be a Delulu girl, but I'll live in my... There's a similar card, and I don't have it up on with me, but Panic has, like, he's found arrows too, and he's holding arrows. So I'm just very curious.
Well, and we always love when, the pairs, like, have some...
Oh, absolutely. The extended art stuff, I love. So that is my card.
All right. Now me. Well, I'm gonna bounce around because I don't want to go all Ruby. Honestly, though, I have a good variety. I have some variety. Okay. So the next card that I picked, and this one is truly just because I absolutely adore the art on this card and giggled so much when it was released. But the Baymax that was released, that's low.
Yes.
Where he is just deflated. It's an emerald card. And you can see the scroll of Archazia's like knowledge in his background and everything. I love that you can see his low battery symbol on his chest, and he's like he's doing the furry baby like face that he had in the movie. So he's a 2-cost inkable, 3/2. He enters exerted, which is so funny because he's got a low battery. But he does quest for 2. I love that processing data from Archazia's thought scrolls is taking a great deal of power. Extreme battery saver protocol engaged. Like, it's so good. I love that it's like touching on the lore of Archazia's island. But it's also just like in Baymax tone for sure. I do not have a Baymax voice in me. But this is one of my favorite movies that like just such a small thing, but it's awesome.
Mhm.
And I can't with the face on it. It makes me just want to charge him because he's got a low battery.
He's so sweet.
You're so nice. It makes me want to never charge him because I would want him in
the baby mode always.
Always
real.
furry baby. Furry baby.
I need to go and watch that immediately.
It's so good. Okay. So that is my second card that I enjoyed. Now, this is, it's just a common. And art is by McKay Anderson. And McKay did great work.
We love to see it. We love it. Okay. I have one combo. And it's a combo that talks about 3 new cards.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
I'm so sorry. I can just build onto it as we go around. I, as a Sapphire player, surprise, surprise, that Sapphire coil is something that I am very happy to be seeing. I thought it was really interesting on the live stream with some of the developers of the game that they were looking at Sapphire coil, the 2-cost item that gives chosen character mice to attack. And people were saying like, oh my gosh, it's so overpowered. And like, it's a lot. It does a lot of really nice things. I think it was really interesting though, because they were saying like a Sapphire player usually has other things they want to do on turn 2. And I was thinking about it. I was like, that's fair. My ideal turn 2 is usually a TiVo or Sail. But then I'm very happy to be playing that. And it's inkable, which is kind of insane.
My biggest, I don't disagree with people. I do think it has more limitations than people think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can ink more than one turn in Sapphire. Yes, it is inkable. I do think it probably shouldn't be inkable just based on everything else. But I do not think it's as scary as people are originally thinking. Like,
I feel like there's more item removal as like a side effect that I'm seeing for different cards.
I guess I don't play those colors, so I don't think there's ever item removal in the things I would.
There's some of it in Steel, and a few more have come out in Archazia's Island. Not as much as you would think for the amount of items that are running rampant. So that's my biggest thing. Is there's not like a great Steel or any really answer to it. But I was listening to that card being revealed and trusting the dev team saying like they've done lots of testing. They do lots of testing with every card that they think is going to change the meta a little bit. So like, and they're always listening. So, I mean, we know they're always listening because look what they did to Bucky. I mean,
or as they called it, a certain squirrel.
Oh, sorry, I know. I was like, put his name in your mouth.
Like, you killed him. At least have the decency to say his name. Like, oh,
so funny to me. So funny. But there is. I mean, you have Benja. You have Chief. No, I'm not Chief Bogo.
You have Billy Bones.
You have Billy Bones is what I was thinking of. You have Find Them and Flatten Them, which I mean gets rid of everybody's items. But if you're not somebody playing very many items.
Yeah, and there's a few in Emerald as well.
Yeah. So
it just does seem limited. And there's some in Sapphire.
I do agree that I wish I would have seen that card uninkable.
Yeah, that is my
biggest thing.
Design.
But we trust the powers to be to like figure it out, watch how it goes, and like make this game still playable. Mm-hmm. It goes back to like when people were, and they still are, complaining that Diablo's like so broken, and there's so many answers to Diablo, and I never really personally understood we need to errata or ban that card. Mm-hmm. I see that he's annoying. Like when I see Diablo, I'm like, oh, that's annoying. But then I'm like, where's my grab your swords or my let the storm rage on or any evasive character I have? So
yeah, no, I think I see zero issues with Bucky. I think that
Diablo.
I did.
You did have issues with Bucky.
I had issues with Bucky Diablo together.
Yes.
Oh, Like
because
that
punishing
because it was both.
Prepare for Bucky.
Yeah. So because it was both. And so like that was my issue. So that's why I always say combine their names.
We'll see.
Yep. We will see. I think that I'm really interested to see how that plays.
So I just added, because I'm crazy, I went back and looked at that Hades card that was revealed and that Panic card because I really needed to see the synergy here. Hades is also in front of a mountain, and so is Panic. And Panic is cutting string from like a crossbow that has that same magic. And he's saying what the boss doesn't know won't hurt us. Not too much, I hope. And then Hades is holding those vials that made Hercules immortal from Immortal. Yeah. So I wonder if those arrows are laced with those and we're going to see some changing archetypes to these characters.
That would be so fun.
I want it so bad. So that's my theory. But going back to the actual cards, I have, speaking of Bucky.
Yes.
The redemption arc for Bucky.
Really?
We saw him in some of the promo art for Archazia's Island, and I was like, is that Bucky or is that just, are they teasing us? So we have Bucky, Nutty Rascal. He's a 3-drop, Inkable and Amethyst, 3/2, quest for 1. His ability, Pop. When this character is banished in a challenge, you may draw a card. Perfect. That's a great slot for Amethyst. I don't know if it'll see a ton of play because I know there are other cards that do that too. But I also love his flavor text. Oh, hang on. I love this bit. He pops a balloon and all those acorns go flying out. Gets me every time from Kronk.
Oh, Kronk.
And I love Kronk and, or not Kronk, sorry, Pacha and Cusco just like so angry at him in the background. That is the whole of the Lorcana community at Bucky.
That's fair. And also, the content creator reveal for that card
was so funny. So the art is by Kenneth Anderson. And I think just excellent job. It captures Bucky's just like funniness.
And I think it's so hilarious that you think Bucky and Lorcana using discard. And like, I give you a card.
No, that's what I said when he was revealed. I was like, he's drawing cards now instead of taking cards away. This is his redemption arc.
Really? So good.
So fun. Oh, that's awesome. So my next card that I picked
was a Ruby card.
It's not.
Oh.
It's not. I picked an Amber Steel Dual Ink card.
Oh.
And that's only because I predicted this card was going to be coming, and I made sure it was on our bingo board for our bingo, is Rhino, motivational speaker.
Love Rhino.
So pumped. I love that he's in his hamster ball because, like, honestly, I wanted that to be an item, but so fun. Like, maybe it's one of the last 2 cards to be real, possibly. He's a 6 uninkable, 4/7. Your other characters gain 2 willpower. And he says, don't forget, you are awesome. You can handle anything. Now, channel your inner awesomeness and clear this trap. So I love that he's giving a motivational speech in the art. And it's so fun. I love that he's like on the water, and it's probably like right next to the island or maybe in a river in the island.
But it looks like he's walking on water.
It looks like he's walking on water. It is so fun. Yeah, I was just more pumped for the fact that I was hopeful that he was going to be a card by himself, and all that, because they revealed Bolt and all that. And I picked an Amber Steel card, and you should be proud of me. Just say I did.
Pat on the
Now I was going to say claps for Brittany.
Yes. I there is growth and things. Now I don't know if I'm going to play this card, but I do like the card.
I would bet money that one way or the other.
Well, if I was doing a theme deck.
Okay.
Theme deck. Okay. And that's Stefano Zanchi did the art on that, and Rhino's face is pure perfection.
It's a good card.
All right,
it's lovely.
So that is me.
Going Baja Blast on the 7-drop Shift 5 hero, where your Floodborn characters that have a card underneath them gain evasive and ward.
I really liked this mechanic because it's like starting to think about the cards underneath.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
And especially since that's the same color combo that got that universal shift Baymax Robo thing.
Which, yeah. Anyways.
I think that color combo is going to hurt some feelings.
Yeah. Mine.
Same.
I do like that there's like a counterpart to what Morph does.
Yeah.
Because Morph he's anybody's shift target. And then this one's, you can shift on top of anybody.
Yeah. I think it's a cool card. I think that giving evasive and ward is really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, like, my guy is questing for 3, like, and the effect can apply to him because he could be a shifted character.
Yeah.
Like, most of your ward-giving friends are
not warded
themselves. Like, I tried to build with that set 1 Aurora so many times, and I'm just like, no, but somebody would just, like, respectfully snipe her, and then everybody's free game again.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so that makes me excited. I like that one. Makes me want to start cooking.
Cook some different colors. Cook some sapphire emerald.
I don't like it.
So there's a theme with me, and clearly, since a Goofy movie is not in Lorcana yet, I have.
Yes.
Thank you. I have my other favorite is in Lorcana, so I also love the Return of Return of Hercules Emerald Legendary card that was revealed.
It's so excellent.
Honestly, I don't really even care what the card does, though I like what the card does. I was just like, the art is gorgeous, and if this is not in Enchanted, I might cry. I will get it in foil at the very least. But I think Kevin Sid Arta, I think is how you pronounce it, did amazing. I know he's done other art before, and he always kicks it out of knocks it out, whatever, park. Sports ball. But the flavor text to be like, congratulations, Wonder Boy. You'll make one heck of a god. Like, that is my favorite part of the movie. When she, like, gives in to his dreams and just is ready to walk away. And then he turns around and he's like, no, she's my new dream, which I know is Rapunzel, but it applies here too. But his action card, he's a 5 inkable. Each player may reveal a character card from their hand and play it for free. Excellent card. Especially in the ink guys are meta.
I think it's so interesting because each person picks. So the first player picks their card, and then your opponent picks their card second. But the character's effects go into the bag because this card is still active. So entry effects of characters wait until after both characters are on the bag or like on the board. And so it's going to change so many things about how people are thinking about the bag. And I know that this gets into people's heads all the time, and I'm sure there's going to be 8 million judge questions about this card. But I think it also will help improve people's bag knowledge.
Yeah.
Because it is like its active player goes first, and then it's also like that's an action, so the action gets resolved first, and then characters get revealed, and then those characters' action abilities get put in the bag and resolved in order. Active player, then secondary player. So,
well, and even like if you have a card that does multiple things, you have to do these things first and in order. So no, I don't disagree with you.
So I think it's definitely going to have a lot of.
I think it'll make for some excellent, like really cool looking gameplay and like turns to see.
I'm
very pumped. Yeah. So, if you didn't love that, I didn't know that I loved Hercules.
I mean, I think it is very well known that we as a whole love Hercules.
That's fair. We are users.
Yeah.
Can't get enough.
Okay. So now I'm going to shift to another Ruby card. Shocking. I am very, I've been cooking with this one since it's been revealed. The Devil's Eye Diamond. It's a ruby item. It is related to one of my favorite cards already that I play, Madame Medusa, because it's from the same franchise. And I'm trying to find
I want to talk about hurting my feelings. Medusa's still hurting my feelings.
Okay, so it is a 2-cost inkable item. It is, first of all, so gorgeous. And I love all of the Archazia scrolls in the background. And it's like has
the stained
glass. And like the diamond is huge. And it has the ability, the price of power. When you exert the card, if one of your character was damaged this turn, gain 1 lore. Okay. I have been playing around with a damaged ruby deck for several sets. And I play with already damaged characters anyway, but it has to be characters that were damaged that turn. But I do so much attacking or what is my challenging? That's the word. I know words. So I do so much challenging within Ruby because I play like reckless characters and things like that. This is not hard for me, and I really like the passive lore that this would be able to give me.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. Secondly, I love the flavor text because it's Madame Medusa speaking. Just look at it, filled with power for its owner. And so I just want to play this with Madame Medusa just to have it on the board for the aesthetic. So
honestly, I feel like this would be a really pretty enchanted item.
I don't disagree. I don't necessarily want an enchanted item, but if that had to be it, I would pick that one. But yeah, so that's me. I know you're shocked I picked another Ruby card. But you should just be shocked that I didn't pick all Ruby cards.
That's fair.
I mean, we take it. I love. So Hercules, obviously we love that it's getting some good card love. The puppy deck. The puppies are puppying.
Yes, I have a puppy deck thing on my list as well, but for different reasons.
Oh my goodness, Pongo, Dad of the Year. Starting to look at the cards in your inkwell, which for Sapphire, that's like
a lot of cards.
That's crazy. And like my instinct is, somebody's gonna call a judge. And I'm like, nope, you're allowed. And you may play a puppy character from there for free. And considering we have
99 problems,
Pepper,
but puppies ain't one.
Yeah, Pepper, who when she is banished goes into
the inkwell. Yeah,
all puppies.
She's like zombie Lilo,
but for puppies
and ink.
Yeah,
I'm
so excited for the puppy deck. How fun!
Yeah, I love good synergy. It makes my heart happy.
I love that we're getting more mechanics that do new things. Interacting with your inkwell is so fun. I hope we see more of it. Because like what a power move to just look at your inkwell and remind yourself this is what I have already inked and this is what's left in my game.
And I love the flavor text on Pepper, which like goes with that. Like Pepper proves every puppy is part of the pack. Like how it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. And all of the puppy art is 11 out of 10. It's so good. So good. Yay puppies.
Yay puppies.
Puppies.
Yeah, I know. Our friend who made a puppy deck a couple sets ago and continues to bring it at every theme night that he possibly can make work. I think is very excited.
I definitely might have dipped into our bulk to see how many puppies we do.
Is it enough?
It's not 99, but we got a play set of each art style of puppy from
that's what I have.
The olden Inklands times.
I have at least a play set of every puppy, which is like A through E, I think.
Yeah, and then we have like 6 or 7 extra.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have not even counted, so I have no idea. But the amount of bulk that I have from Inklands is
a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, this weekend we seriously it was the preset release, like
Cleanup.
kind of come to Jesus with our collection. Get it organized, get it together, update the spreadsheets. All of the nerding out.
Yes. This set I will be putting my collection into Dreamborn because it's only just upset me that I'd never put Azurite Sea into it.
I'm shocked you never did.
I think it's just because I've been so busy.
I know.
It's been so busy. But every time I go to build a deck and it tells me, oh, you don't have these cards, I'm like, yes, I do. So no.
Shocked you never just like sat down and did.
One day I will when I have time, but who has the time?
Is it?
But I love Dreamborn for exactly that. It's just cataloging all my cards. My next card, speaking of birds, is the bird of the hour. Kimber and I like screamed. We finally got Floodborn Hei Hei. I love him.
The fact that it's sapphire steel.
I know, it's our card colors.
It's our card colors. And also, like, Daryl, Brittany's husband,
He's already
to bow down to the bird.
He does. And he plays Sapphire Steel almost exclusively.
Yeah.
And so the fact that it's in that color combination and that it's a good card,
Yeah.
like he has to.
No, I am not a Sapphire Steel person. I am a Steel girly, though. So I do think I want to make a deck that has Hei Hei.
We will do this.
Because,
Right.
oh my gosh. I mean, the art is great. I love that he's got a little monocle. Like, how cute is he? And he's a great card. He's a resist 1. You can shift him on 3. When you play this character, put all cards from your hand into your inkwell, face down and exerted. Alex, who has like completely gone to the Amethyst dark side, is so funny. Because his first response was, what do you mean you won't have a hand? Like, that sounds like a downfall to me. You don't have card draw? I'm like, sir, it's okay.
You could draw it.
Not all of us are used to just having full hands of cards all the time because of Rabbit and Friends and Genie. Like, calm down.
I love that his like tag underneath Hei Hei is expanded consciousness.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
thinking of all the rocks.
I hope we continue to get Floodborn Hei Hei's and Duel Link. Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Me too.
Like,
Oh, and then because I watched the stream with the developers and having the Hei Hei over one of their pictures. Because Hei Hei is, if you don't know, Robinsburger's like unspoken mascot is Hei Hei, which I love.
I mean,
It's so great.
It's so funny. I love that bit for them. It's a great thing.
so good. I'm so happy.
Yeah. No, the monocle is so great. If he,
Yeah, no, it was Steve Warner
What
who
if
had
they make
that
that
on
into
his.
an enchanted?
that's what I was just gonna say. The enchanted Hei Hei with the monocle, I would love.
I do not
Panic.
So thank you, Maxine V, who drew the art on that card because
The Ravens. All of the people who made this beautiful thing happen.
the Raven.
They're the
I want to put this as like my profile picture, just like Hei Hei screaming with his monocle. So because I love that he's still got the stupid dumb face on and he's got like his eyes looking different direction. He's still screaming, but he's an intellectual bird.
with his monocle.
The way Hei Hei has like leapt into my heart.
Okay, so yes, you freaked out during this card. I freaked out during this next card, mostly because so during the stream, Daryl and I were sitting on the couch and we had this moment when this card was revealed and it was very loud and it was not Disney appropriate. But Thunderbolt was revealed.
I love Thunderbolts.
And we were like, it can shift on any puppy? And like we're both yelling and some obscenities as well. But we were freaking out.
I love it.
Thunderbolt. And it was so funny.
It's so perfect because like that's all Lucky wants is to be just like Thunderbolt.
Yeah. I love it. Like Thunderbolt is Wonder Dog.
Yeah.
Hero. He's Floodborn. It can shift on any puppy because like the puppies all want to be Thunderbolt. It's actually a fantastic card. It's a bodyguard, which makes so much sense.
Go ahead.
It goes perfectly within the puppy deck. It makes the puppy deck even more frustrating and so much more viable because it's a bodyguard.
It's so good.
It's a really great card. It makes me want to play a puppy deck. So
Do it. I love it. You're the one that wants tribal decks to be more competitive.
I know. And that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, I want these to be more competitive because when puppies were revealed, I wanted to build a puppy deck then.
Yeah.
And I never did because it just died to everything.
Yeah.
And so I was
Now it does.
Now it doesn't because we're gonna have warded puppies and we're gonna have puppies that have more willpower. We're gonna have
resurrection puppies.
Zombie puppies.
There are so many things that help this puppy deck. So I think that's gonna be my secondary deck.
The only
Puppies.
The only beef I have with this card is why the other puppies in Archazia's Islands don't have the classification as puppy. Like Bolt, Tramp, and Lady.
Because they're all adult dogs.
Not Bolt. Bolt looks like a puppy.
He's a small dog, but he isn't a fully adult dog.
You are going to watch that movie and tell me that he's acting as an adult dog.
He is an adult dog.
But in that card, he looks like he does when he's a small puppy.
Which one? Super dog?
Yeah, where he's I want to say naked, but he's not naked. But he doesn't have his his Bolt arm on.
Okay. Well, he's an adult dog. He's just a small dog. He's small breed.
Okay, who in this world?
Dependable friend. He's a baby.
Who in this world doesn't call their even senior dogs
Don't
puppies?
get me wrong. I call my dogs puppies,
Thank you.
and they're 5 and 7.
So then why aren't they puppies? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I'm at Driveline, every puppy's a puppy.
Every puppy's a puppy.
It definitely is.
Or a doggo.
Or a doggo.
Or a pupper.
Or a pupper.
But with the classification, I think only the puppies that are puppies. Is Stitch even considered a puppy? I don't think so.
I have beef with that.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
Is that Starbucks does not do an ID check on your dog when you get a pup cup.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. Write a letter.
Settled.
Write a letter. Okay.
Ravensburger, let us know. We have words and we need to talk.
Yeah.
We're so happy about the bird, however.
No, so
puppies.
I just wanted to react. Daryl shared our ring video of us having this completely over the top reaction in our household about the puppies.
And
it was
Stephanie noticed it. Stephanie noticed that your own puppies,
puppy who isn't a puppy,
that they are totally unfazed by this.
Oh no,
because it's standard procedure.
Oh yeah, because Daryl and I freak out about everything, and so we're
nerds.
It's a very well, it's just like we have very loud reactions to most things, and
they're just sitting.
We're not quiet people.
Okay.
And so, like, our animals have zero reaction to loud outbursts of noise, especially from my husband and I, like, just making loud outbursts of noise. They will bark at a loud outburst from outside the house, but not from within.
Oh,
so,
heaven forbid the Ring camera senses motion outside the front door.
Oh, my goodness.
Over.
Goodness.
But, yeah, so I just wanted to share that we can't share that video just because not... Disney,
it's not Disney friendly.
Disney friendly, but it is funny.
DM us, we'll share it with you. No.
Yes.
I love.
We love all things.
That's fair. That's fair. I love and hate this. It's the Lyle Tiberius Roar crystallized mercy.
The art on that card is so fun.
Oh my goodness. Like, oh my gosh. Like the moment right before he's about to explode.
Explode.
Oh, I live. And it feels like the owls are just watching. The little statues are like
watching.
Yeah, what are with these statue owls? I need more.
I love them, but I also a little bit
They
scared.
look nefarious.
Yes, they do.
What a good
we have yet. I really thought we were going to get the Archazia Island herself, himself, themselves in the set.
Yeah.
We got
we have 2 cards left.
We got some artists and like the development team talking about like the art process for that or for that for her or them or whoever it is. I just need to know more. Also, one of our fellow content creators, and I don't remember which one, so I'm so sorry. if I forget who it was, said, I think it was Cass, said that the Archazia's island looks, I'm sorry, I stole your spotlight, looks like a mask. Like, they think it's actually a person in there and not an animal. So I love that theory. Carrie.
You know who's really good at wearing masks?
Who?
Anyway. Just...
It's cooking.
Just... I am really enjoying the whenever you put something into your equal abilities.
Yes.
Such a fun mechanic.
Well, yeah, because it started during set 6.
Yeah. I mean, I love my carried on.
Raya.
It dealing 2 damage to each character in play. My immediate thought was like,
Gaston.
no.
The Ruby Gaston.
Which, like the 4-2?
No, the 10 cost.
Oh, the chonky boy.
The chonky boy. If you pay 2 less for each damage character you have in play.
Oh, shoot.
So you damage your whole board.
I mean, On Your Feet Now also damages everybody.
Correct.
I was thinking with that, like, what does that do with the 6-drop Uninkable Blue that also is from this set?
Yes.
Because if you damage them once and you have Card Soldier Spear out, then everybody gets more powerful attack, and then they no longer take damage. And if you happen to have some kind of ward situation, like...
You can buy game over.
Honestly, like, be prep or bust. Like...
So good.
I was just like, oh, that's kind of a crazy combo.
It's so good.
It's really expensive.
So upset.
Kaiser will have words. But
that's, like I said, the Devil's Eye Diamond that I'm on that. And then all the Radigans that do stuff with damaged characters, like
all of that damage.
It's all cooking. It's cooking.
All brewing.
It's in the brew.
On. The crock pot's on slow cooking.
Yeah. So to turn tides just a little bit, because we're not always like super fans of what's being revealed, and like we obviously want to see our own decks get stronger. Steel Amber, Steel Song has kind of gotten nothing other than that Aurora. And maybe that Isabella, but that Isabella works better in what they're trying to make looks like Amber Amethyst work. So I'm holding up the Amber Amethyst Duel Link card Mirabelle Madrigal. Whenever this character quests, you may return a song card with cost 3 or less from your discard to your hand. She's a shift 4, 6 inkable. They've had a lot of other characters like Peppa and Dolores do and songs too. They've just added a lot of like songs and song mechanics to the Madrigal family, which is great. Do not get me wrong. I love that. I just don't know why they're making it in colors that are not the traditional Steel Song colors, and maybe it's to give like other colors the ability to be able to do like song mechanics, but with other colors other than steel. Maybe. But I'm a little sad because everybody else seems to have gotten like things that buff up their decks. And then I'm sitting here like,
Well, you got Eternal Troubadour.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we did.
You got Penny.
I did get Miley Cyrus.
It has nothing I think it's really interesting because aside from the Troubadour, like most of the cards
in Steel and Amber don't have anything to do with Steel Song.
It's like dealing with attack amount.
Mm-hmm. Or quest or support.
Or resist.
Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Like
I have So I mean I'll probably try to put that Aurora just because she's so beautiful into my deck. And she does fit the theme of it being she's a princess. I don't know. I was a little disappointed. And still am. I know there's 2 cards left, so who knows? I think it depends on, because we only got the Isabella in German. So there's kind of like some controversy of what the actual translation will be.
Uh-huh.
If it's what people thought originally what she is, which is every time one of your characters sings a song, that character can't be challenged until the start of your turn. I think that's a great mechanic. And I would love that. I would pay the uninkable cost for her. She's a 5 uninkable. But apparently some Germans are saying, actually, it means this character can't be challenged Speaking of Isabella, so if somebody else sings a song, Isabella can't be challenged during this turn. So we will see.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that does change a lot. So what the translation would end up being.
Yeah. But other than that, I think my last card that I'm like want to talk about is Bagheera. He's a steel card I would put if I was gonna go back to traditional steel song and get away from the princesses. Cause he's kind of grab your swords on a body, and I love grab your swords.
That's
He's
and
he's inkable. I mean, and he's a 4/3, quest for 2. He's a bodyguard. And then when this character is banished during an opponent's turn, you deal 2 damage to each opposing character, which I think is a great mechanic. So,
yeah.
I'll end on that note and hope that the last 2 cards are something Steel Song related. If not, we're building decks and we don't know what we're doing, guys.
So I have 2 cards left, but the last one we're going to want to talk about all together. So I am going to do the Queen of Hearts, the Ruby Emerald Queen of Hearts that got revealed. I am very excited for her because
the art on her
is insane. First and foremost, I want this card like as a playmat. I want this card as like a background. Like the colors on it are so rich. I love that the like arch behind her looks like a heart. I love her face and the shading. Like I am in love with this card. It is a 5-cost uninkable, Queen of Hearts, unpredictable bully.
Who's the artist?
Alice Pisoni.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's done a few other stuff.
Done so many cards that I just adore, and so it's probably why I'm so drawn to this. The fact that she's a shift 3 and there's already like a 2-drop Queen of Hearts.
That's very playable.
That's very playable in Ruby, and there's a 2-drop Queen of Hearts in Emerald that's also playable. But the best part is whenever another character is played, put a damage counter on them. So like that's your own characters. So that leads into the damage mechanics I was just talking about with a lot of those Ruby cards. But it also leads into like a damage counter gets around ward. And there's going to be so many
more resist
warded, and it gets around resist. More warded, more resisted characters.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna run mosquito bite, aren't you?
No.
Okay, I was just thinking about damage counter friends.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that card very much. I like the damage counter movement stuff. Yeah, when it's on bodies. But you just play a few like low cost characters after you play this one, and then bing bam boom, right? I don't need to play the mosquito bite.
Yeah.
So I adore this card. Now I don't know full playability on this card yet, but I like that she's a shift 3. I think getting her out even late in
she's in your
really
Christmas colors.
She's in my Christmas colors, and I think that with the Christmas cards that they have revealed,
you'll be going back.
I think I'll be going back at least for a deck to do some.
Yeah.
So I love it. Love that card a lot.
I said it on Friday and Saturday. I love this time of set season because everybody is making fun decks. They're making jank decks. They're trying new things. They're trying to build decks before the cards, like with what the cards they have in hand for like prepping for the cards that are coming.
Yeah.
So they like
it's less responsive.
Yes.
It's more like just building out of excitement.
They want to see how it pairs as of now, and then they can kind of think through, okay, this is how it would actually feel with adding, this card from Archazia's Island or that card from Archazia's Island.
Yeah, everybody's making these.
And then you have the start of the set, which is a lot of limited format, which is my favorite way to play Lorcana. It's people figuring out the meta, what cards that we really thought were going to be broken are not so broken, or cards that we overlooked that are going to be playing. We see a lot of hyper aggro. I don't know if we'll see actually a lot of hyper aggro this set.
I think there will be some because of Fear of Ink Geyser.
Yeah. I just think it won't be anything. There hasn't been super new. I don't think there's anything super new hyper aggro wise in this
It
set.
didn't feel like it. No, set 6 had a lot of hyper.
So I feel like people will go back to like old hyper aggro from early set 6, but that's about it. I love the figuring out phase, and we're not in the competitive set champs. Everybody's grinding it out phase anymore.
It's like the hopeful, exciting new.
Yeah. Speaking of, oh no, you have your last card before we get to the.
This is my weird 3-card combo situation, which like a 3-card combo is never the smartest thing to plan on because there's like a 24% chance that you'll draw it like with mulligan time. Don't ask me how I know that. Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, so just before we were recording, my husband and I were talking, and he was like, "Did you see the new Belle?" And I was like, "Hooty waddy, huh?" He's like, "Ho, let me tell you." And so it's this 3-drop inkable.
She's so pretty,
beautiful lady named.
I hate the card, but I do love her.
I love her with my entire soul. And the ability, what a mess. During your turn, you may banish chosen item of yours to play this character for free.
Boom.
And I was like, "Oh, that's so cool. You can play it then." And he's like, No. Hold on. Because imagine this. Imagine you on turn 1 have put unconventional tool,
The one cost
ruby item from this set. When this item is banished, you pay 2 less for the next item you play this turn. Then you banish it, and you put Belle out because you have just
banished an
item, and you play Sapphire Coil for free. Like, and I was
Answer throwing up noise here.
Oh my gosh. Like that's turn 1.
How do we separate you and Doug in like separate rooms so you guys don't come up with these gross texts together?
You're grounded until
you're grounded. Stop talking. You're not allowed to talk about text anymore.
Oh my gosh. That's not even getting into like the Maurice's workshop, which my like red blue item heart like.
No, Daryl was like, "Oh, red blue is dead," and I was like,
"No, it's not. No, it lives. It eats even."
I'm just gonna be running 4 fishbone calls. Like, guys are me. Thanks for giving me 15 cards back to my hand. I guess I'll use all 4 fishbone calls to get right back up to where I was. Throw Mufasa in there. Like, it's all the face stuff and he's giving me. I'm so sorry. I love you. Like, ew, that's disgusting.
That's so gross. I'm not looking forward to it.
Like, look at all those.
I'm gonna need your babysitter schedule when you're able to show up to league for no reason at all.
She's like, "I'm going to avoid these nights."
What nights does recreation play again?
Her Mox is starting things.
Yeah, what is he? Oh my goodness. I really feel like, speaking of more birds, Brittany's so thrilled, but this bird is also just wild and insane. And I love birds, so I'm like, rise of the avians. Oh no, stop. Oh no.
The price of eggs.
That's too expensive.
Anyways, who wants to do the big reveal?
Dun, dun, dun.
Kingdom Hearts, no.
Donald Duck. It was so funny. We saw this card and my daughter just saw the outfit and was like, "That's Daisy." And then she looked at it again and she was like, "Wait, no, that's definitely
Donald. Yeah,
that's an angry bird."
So, Donald Duck, flustered sorcerer.
That word.
Say soy sauce.
Well,
changing win conditions. Apparently, we're just gonna do that now. Like, excuse me?
I know.
What? Woody?
We're playing a new game, folks.
When it comes to magic spells, proper pronunciation is key. That is so ironic that that's the flavor.
I literally mispronounced.
Oh my
gosh. I'm a flustered sorcerer myself, apparently.
I'm a flustered soy sorcerer.
So it is a 7-cost uninkable card, 5/6, with the flavor text. when it comes to magic spells, proper pronunciation is key. And the ability, I'm not even going to attempt that word.
Obfuscate?
There we go. Yes,
I got
thank you. Opponents need 25 lore to win the game. Opponents.
Not you.
Not you. So you must find a way to remove that Donald Duck.
Yes.
Before you can win.
Which,
at 20 lore.
there's already been the question and it's already been answered. If you remove that duck and your opponent is at 22 lore, they now win the game.
Correct.
Yep.
Unless it's your turn and you have more lore.
Yes.
Because it'd be your turn.
Yes. But you shouldn't have more lore. Or I guess maybe you could. No,
Unless they're also playing Donald Duck.
that's fair.
So.
It's annoying what
How
sad it is.
that I immediately, when I saw that, I was just like, as long as I have Tamatoa, and I'll be the crab boy, and I'll look it down, we'll be fine. And like, oh, I'll just quest for 15 more next turn. Like, if I make it that far.
I was like, I think if this card comes out and you haven't gotten close to it,
Honestly.
it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, he himself quests for 3.
Gotta do a lot of
especially if you want to, like, if they don't exert it, which if I was playing this card, I would not exert
I
it.
would never exert it.
And I'd be
if I could ward that for
I would be playing this in Blurple. So
Yeah.
I'd ward it.
like lock it down, put him in a castle. Like
He doesn't even die to Zeus, which is so annoying.
and just like 3 grab your swords later.
Yeah,
Dragonfire, if you can get if it doesn't have ward and you can get around the ward.
Dragonfire,
Maleficent.
I
I don't want to have to play Ruby.
Well, it's the best.
You move Doc to a mine. Someone else sing this.
There you go.
There you go. I got you.
Thanks.
So
I don't want to go back to mines either.
Only if he's not.
Yes, that is true.
Then we're up. And we better be able to get to 20 talks.
Just be prepped the whole board.
Honestly.
I'm going to use that duck and make duck a l'orange.
There's a new color.
All right.
Orange.
Orange duck.
So we have talked about like 8 cards each-ish. But we do want to talk about briefly, because we are having a long episode today. We have some upcoming events.
Yes.
So we ourselves are hosting a 2v2 sealed tournament after Archazia's Island is released.
The words of the duck card, when it comes to magic spells, proper pronunciation is key.
Excellent.
I'm
yes.
sorry. Yeah, look.
We are having a dual enchanted tournament.
Yes.
For the Lorcana Muses.
The duel has
Dual meeting. So you'll be playing with a partner up until the final 2 teams, and then after we determined which team is first and which team is second, those 2 teams will then play one team. Yes, they will unteam, and the Ides of March will take over, and they will battle it out to find out who is reign supreme for prizing.
Yes.
And there are 4 enchanteds.
Yes, there's 4 enchanteds for our top 4 prizing. And then we have a lot of raffles for additional prizing.
Yeah, and we are drafting up basic rules for this set because it is you're playing as a team, so you will draw together, play together. You can only interact with your own inkwell, and you can only shift on your own cards. But if any other cards like support, those count for both teammates.
Yes. So,
but to our socials soon.
Yeah. So stay tuned to learn more about the rules there, and then more exciting things coming up. It's been a busy season.
It has been. We were invited to be casters for an upcoming Arizona-based 5K that could scale to a larger event depending on how many people come in. And that is the State 48 Lorcana Cup, which is the following weekend after our tournament on Saturday, March 29th. And so we are casting for that, for the streaming event part of that event. But we are hoping for that to be a giant event for Arizona, but we're wanting people from outside of Arizona to come to that event.
Yeah.
Because our state is awesome and our Lorcana community is great.
And
come check it out.
It's awesome. And it's also like the best time of year to visit.
It's absolutely the best time. Now, the best part of this event, minus who's running it, because Zach, who's a great guy, Top Cut Gaming, who's helping to run it, the Ink Thieves,
cool people casting,
right? They also have childcare available for the event.
Slay all day, let's go!
So we will be putting this on our socials as well, links to this so that you can also look at this event, which is the weekend after our tournament. So that's the State 48 Lorcana Cup in Arizona.
Yes, I'm very excited to practice casting. Fingers crossed, maybe one day a DLC or a Nationals or a Worlds, whenever that's happening. No, I'm not delusional enough to think they'll ever select us, but
hey,
maybe.
Never say never.
Yeah, we've got a lot of exciting things. We have a giveaway happening right now on our Instagram. We're trying to get to 700 followers by set 7, which is, I thought, a lot more of a goal than what is actually happening, because we gained 121 followers in like 2 days.
Yes, as of right now, as we're recording, we're at 592.
Oh my goodness.
So we are way closer than we were expecting.
Yeah.
And we still have,
3 weeks to go. So share, follow, like, tag your friends. It's a really great giveaway. We have some enchanteds, the Scar promo, really cool goodies. If you are interested, also, we have some merch you can still buy by the end of next week. So we have hats, women's V-necks, kids shirts, and big and tall shirts available. So check any of our socials for information on that. The hats are going like crazy, which is super unexpected.
I'm so excited.
Find us on any of our social medias. You can find us at TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky at the Lorcana Muses, on X at the Lorcana Muses Pod, or email us at thelorcanamuses@gmail.com. Happy questing!
Happy questing.
Happy questing.